Both sides wanted heads to roll. The principle that Soviet leaders could be held responsible, unimaginable to Lenin, Stalin, and Brezhnev, was the hallmark of the revolution from below. And in this revolution, the radicals' strongest weapon was television. They had persuaded the leadership to broadcast the Congress live every day.
Thanks to television, Congress came into the homes of millions. The Congress itself became a drama, a sort of unscripted and improvised Shakespeare play. Nobody knew what was going to happen in the next 5 minutes, which actor would speak, or would get stabbed.
With the Soviet people transfixed in front of their televisions, industrial output plummeted. The country came to a standstill. At the end of the first day of the Congress, a crowd gathered in Pushkin Square, within shouting distance of the Kremlin. Here, all demonstrations had been banned.
The police prepare for any mass event, whether it's Congress of People's Deputies or a football match. They specifically prepare for these because they know there could be disturbances.
I went to this square. It was Pushkinskaya Square, one of the main places connected with our democratic revolution. And there was about 2,000 people there, surrounded by police.
This played into the radicals' hands, a molehill to make into a mountain at the Congress.
Tbilisi will remain forever in our memories.
When Zaslavskaya rose and spoke about it, about the demonstration in Pushkin Square, the chairman said, "All right, we'll ask the minister. Is the minister here?" Like a fool, I said I was.
Is Minister Bakatin here? Yes? Can you give us a report?
Calling a minister to answer in this way was another first at this Congress of Innovations.
The police did not intervene. No action was taken, and no one was arrested after the meeting. One of the deputies, I think it was Stankovich, was there, and I think he spoke. Yes, and Comrade Sakharov was there.
Once again, the impromptu was to prevail. At this Congress, Andrei Sakharov seemed to speak almost as often as Gorbachev. But at this early stage, neither of them were too certain what would happen.
Andrei Sakharov, go ahead.
Girls and boys are getting a poor lesson in Soviet democracy. We can't permit that. I support Deputy Zaslavsky's proposal that for the period of Congress, we should suspend the anti-democratic laws against public meetings and demonstrations. These are the facts. Moreover, I was asked to give some information, and
Fine. If we don't get on with this meeting, we'll be here forever.
I ask that some respect be given to a deputy. The practice of blocking speeches is anti-democratic, intolerable at this Congress.
Okay, Comrade Stankovich.
Do you hear what I'm saying? I'm asking to stop this anti-democratic practice, which is the style of this Congress, unfortunately.
Stankovich spoke with the authority of the 380,000 Muscovites who had voted for him. And millions more were watching on television. Although the radicals were only a minority, Gorbachev had his work cut out to stay in control.
Before, in the past, all the General Secretary had to do was raise an eyebrow, and everyone would know what to do. Jump to their feet, applaud, boo. The delegates would do his bidding. But this time, Gorbachev really had to steer the events. Sometimes he would shift to the right, sometimes the left. He was like a coachman with a runaway cart. It could have easily crashed. He had to try to steer it in the right direction.
Those people told us, specifically me, since I took turns chairing the Congress with Gorbachev. They asked me, how can you allow this chaos to take place? Can't you control the Congress?
Gorbachev had promised a democratic parliament and got all the trappings too. The radicals won a significant victory, the right to hold public meetings. Every day after the Congress, huge rallies met in the parking lot of Moscow's Olympic Stadium.
I'm quite optimistic because people, you can see them here. People, it is another kind of people than we had previously. They have a real decision to change this society, and they never will be silent again. It was spring of our democracy, honeymoon. No generation living now in Moscow have ever seen such big rallies, such sea of emotions. When I said the time of repression, that the time of dictatorship has gone forever, and people shouted, people supported. It was a great moment.
The Second Russian Revolution